Shortly after the president's comments, House Speaker Paul Ryan's leadership team suspended their Friday plans to build support for the more moderate of the two draft bills, which would protect 1.8 million Dreamers from deportation and provide them a path to citizenship. The Dreamers are a group of immigrants, mostly Hispanic, who were brought illegally over U.S. borders when they were children and have been living for years in limbo. While most have attended American schools, they have also lived under the threat of deportation. But the White House said later that Trump did in fact back that proposal, as well as the other, more hardline one. The president fully supports both the Representative Bob Good bill and the House leadership bill, White House spokesman Raj Shah said in a statement. He would sign either the Good or the leadership bills. The bill put together by House leadership officials is the more moderate bill that includes a pathway to citizenship for the Dreamers. Goodlatte's more conservative bill, seen as having lower prospects of passing the Republican-controlled House, would deny Dreamers the chance of future citizenship. Shah said that, in the interview, Trump had been voicing opposition not to either of those bills but to a discharge petition, a rarely used procedural maneuver House Republicans were threatening to employ that would have forced debate on 4 immigration bills, including a popular bipartisan one that has a good chance of passing the House but is opposed by Trump, Ryan, and House conservatives. Attempts to achieve Republican consensus in Congress on passing legislation to address the status of Dreamers were already facing difficulties before Friday. Until we know exactly where he's, Trump, at and his concerns have been satisfied, I think things will be on hold, said veteran Republican Representative Tom Cole. Later on Friday, Trump tweeted, "Any immigration bill must have full funding for the wall, end catch and release, visa lottery and chain, and go to merit-based immigration. Go for it. Win." Both the Republican bills under discussion, which have been blasted by Democrats and immigration advocacy groups as being too harsh, would fund the wall Trump wants to build on the southwest border with Mexico. And both would cut legal migration, in part by denying visas for some relatives of U.S. residents and citizens who are living abroad. Last September, Trump announced that he was ending the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, DACA, program created by then-President Barack Obama in June 2012. Trump set a March 5, 2018 deadline for Congress to replace DACA. The deadline was never met. Hundreds of thousands of Dreamers have won temporary protections from deportation under DACA that is now under review in federal courts. Since last September, Trump's conflicting messages about Dreamers and immigration legislation has helped create a chaotic atmosphere both in Congress and for the Dreamers. Now, with November's congressional elections nearing, Republicans are scrambling to minimize a potential backlash among Hispanic voters.